All right, so yesterday, crazy day, but I ended up finishing, and this is big. I think this is going to be, you're probably hearing everybody talk about it today. Season 2 of Damages.
Everyone's going to be talking about that. Okay, well, please fill us in so we can,
What an amazing show. What an amazing television show is Damages, Season 2. But I was going to go on and watch. Remember I was telling you guys about this show called Wayward Pines?
Yes.
And I watched episode 1, and it's like Lost with Twin Peaks, and there wasn't a payoff, and I was frustrated. There's only 10 episodes. It stars Matt Dillon, and they've released 3 of the 10 episodes, right? And I was asking Rich yesterday. I said, Rich, can you do me a favor? I don't know if I did this on air, off air.
I can't remember.
I said, can you just watch this show so that I don't waste my time and you waste your time?
You're like, I need either. You said, I need you to either get on board with this or tear it apart so I don't become interested in it.
So did you watch it?
I did. My goal was to watch it yesterday, and stuff just kept on happening. Mercury in retrograde. Like my kids' friends came over, and they were all hogging the TV, and then I had a computer meltdown, so I had to fix that. So I started watching it about 10:30 last night.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then on top of that, my daughter Audrey, who I thought was just completely worn out and needed to go to sleep, kept coming in because she couldn't sleep. So instead of doing what my dad would do, which is just say, go back to bed. I have to walk her back to bed and retuck her in, and she'd come back in. I heard a noise. It's really scary. It sounds like, I'm like, that's the air conditioner. So I watched it about 10:30 last night, and I don't know what to think of this show, but it's some of the worst acting I have ever heard in my whole life.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have a clip so you can hear how bad the dialogue is. And mostly, the show's okay until Juliette Lewis comes on. She might be the worst actor of our times.
Really?
I have an example for you. Here's a little Wayward Pines audio.
Listen, Mr. Burke, we just want you to have a happy life here in Wayward Pines.
You want me to have a happy life here?
Yeah.
Is that why you have a gigantic electrical fence surrounding the town? Is that why you don't let people talk about the past? Is that why you hold public executions? What about that place, the last place I saw you? Come on, this isn't an ordinary town. You know that.
You are very right about that. This is no ordinary town. This is an extraordinary town.
Actually, that was just Matt Dillon. That wasn't even Juliette Lewis in that clip.
But that's also not from episode 1. I watched episode 1.
Oh, I watched episode 1 and 2 last night.
Did you get a little something
something
there that you didn't know?
I'm all public executions. Like it's not. I'm so far just hearing that clip makes me want to watch episode 2.
Oh, really? So now you're even more, even though Rich says get out because
No.
I don't think the acting is bad at all because you've got to
saying...
consider what's happening in the show. There's a mystery to it, so I accept. I mean, most of the people on that show are Academy Award winners.
Juliette Lewis is awful on the show, but she's the worst. Matt Dillon. Matt Dillon. If you listen to him, he's got that take the whole way through. He only talks like this the whole time.
Right.
So he's very grisly and hurt and stumbling around the whole time. I think it could be very, very interesting. I'm sort of in.
But you watched the first 2 episodes?
I watched the first 2 episodes. And they say the 3rd episode you start getting answers. But here's what I believe. I believe that guy is part of a program. I think it's almost like that Shelter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio, where
he's crazy.
Maybe he did something bad, and they have him in like maybe a high security prison where he has to figure out a murder that maybe he committed. And so they're all actors, or they're all part of the program. I think it might be something like that.
Wayward Pines is probably a mental institution, not a town.
It sounds like it. So they.
Oh, Shelter. Oh, you're talking about the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. What was it called?
Not called Shelter Island. Shutter Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. So I believe it's worth watching. But it gets freaky dark.
It does?
Freaky dark.
I'm only 1 episode in. Good. See, that's what I wanted. Now I will. Plus, I still got 3 more seasons of Damages.